Airbnb wasn't always the giant we know today. In fact, its beginnings were as modest as the airbeds that gave the company its original name, Airbed and Breakfast. This is the story of how three struggling entrepreneurs transformed a desperate attempt to pay rent into a billion-dollar disruptor of the hospitality industry. In 2007, Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia were broke. Rent was due, and their San Francisco apartment seemed like an eviction notice waiting to happen. They needed money, and fast. Around the same time, a popular design conference was coming to the city, and hotels were quickly running out of space. That's when inspiration struck. Why not offer their apartment to conference goers? With 3 air mattresses and a dose of optimism, the duo created a simple website using a free WordPress template. They called it Airbed and Breakfast and pitched it as a quirky alternative for travelers who couldn't find hotel rooms. To their surprise, a few adventurous souls booked to stay. Over the weekend, they hosted guests, shared meals, and showed them around the city. The experience was both fun and profitable. They earned enough to cover their rent. What started as a stopgap measure sparked an idea. Maybe others could make money renting out spaces in their homes too. Despite their initial success, Airbed and Breakfast wasn't an instant hit. The founders soon realized they needed help to build a scalable platform. They brought on Nathan Blecharczyk, a software engineer and former roommate, to transform their website into something more professional. Their next big test came in 2008 at the Democratic National Convention in Denver, where Barack Obama was set to speak. Anticipating a flood of visitors, they relaunched the platform, contacting blogs and journalists to spread the word. The tactic worked, sort of. They gained some traction, but it wasn't sustainable. Bookings dwindled after the event, and skeptics questioned whether the idea of renting space to strangers was even viable. Desperate for funding, the trio pitched their idea to dozens of investors, only to face rejection after rejection. Why would anyone want to stay in a stranger's home? Investors scoffed. With no capital and mounting credit card debt, the founders turned to an unconventional strategy: cereal. Capitalizing on the 2008 U.S. presidential election, they designed limited edition cereal boxes, Obama O's and Kappa McCain's. The quirky campaign generated media buzz, and collectors bought the boxes at premium prices. The project earned them $30,000, enough to pay off debts and keep their business afloat. While the cereal gimmick didn't solve their long-term challenges, it demonstrated the founders' creativity and determination, qualities that would soon change their fortunes. A turning point came when the trio applied to Y Combinator, a prestigious startup accelerator. Their pitch meeting didn't go well until they mentioned the cereal story. Impressed by their resourcefulness, Y Combinator took a chance on them, providing $20,000 in funding and mentorship. For the first time, they had the resources to refine their platform and rethink their business model. One critical insight emerged during this phase: they had been thinking too small. Originally, Airbed and Breakfast required hosts to provide airbeds and breakfast. But why limit the concept? They dropped the breakfast requirement and shortened the name to Airbnb, opening the platform to anyone with a spare room, couch, or even an entire home. A major breakthrough came when the team noticed a simple problem. Hosts often posted low-quality photos of their listings, deterring potential guests. To address this, Airbnb hired professional photographers to take high-quality pictures of properties. The change was transformative. Bookings skyrocketed as users were drawn to the polished visuals. They also focused on creating a seamless user experience. Unlike competitors, Airbnb offered a sleek, intuitive platform that made listing and booking properties easy. This emphasis on design and usability set them apart from existing services like Craigslist. By 2010, Airbnb had grown exponentially, attracting both hosts and travelers who were tired of cookie-cutter hotel experiences. The platform offered something unique: the chance to live like a local. Guests could stay in accommodations like tree houses or igloos, while hosts earned extra income. The timing was perfect. In the aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis, many people were looking for affordable travel options, and homeowners were eager to supplement their income. Airbnb tapped into this cultural shift, positioning itself as more than just a lodging service. It was a community-driven marketplace. Despite its success, Airbnb faced significant hurdles. Many cities pushed back against short-term rentals, citing concerns over housing shortages and rising rents. Critics accused the platform of contributing to gentrification and disrupting local communities. Additionally, safety incidents raised questions about accountability and trust. Airbnb responded by implementing stricter policies, offering insurance for hosts, and introducing a review system to build trust between users. These measures helped address some concerns, but debates over regulation and housing affordability persist to this day. By 2020, Airbnb had become a household name, boasting millions of listings in over 220 countries. Its innovative model disrupted the traditional hospitality industry, inspiring countless startups to adopt similar peer-to-peer marketplaces. What started as a desperate attempt to pay rent evolved into a global phenomenon. As co-founder Brian Chesky once said, "If we tried to think of a good idea, we wouldn't have been able to think of a good idea. You just have to find the solution for a problem in your own life." And that's exactly what they did. What do you think is the most important quality for a successful entrepreneur? Innovation, persistence, or something else? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this story of Airbnb's incredible journey inspiring, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing stories. And hey, share this video with someone who dreams of starting their own business. Until next time, stay inspired.